Care for Legend of Sword. Now, if anyone doesn't know, Care for Legend of Sword was 2017 fantasy action adventure movie. It was, of course, directed by Guy Ritchie, and of course starred Charlie Hunnam, Jude Law, Jamin Hounsou, Aidan Gillian, Eric Bana, a few other people's names I can't really honestly remember off the top of my head. Those are the main ones. And also, it was directed by Guy Ritchie, and it was basically kind of an attempt to launch kind of a reimagined take on KR for. Basically, the plot is it's basically a take on KR for. Basically, it reimagines KR as kind of being an orphan, robbed of his birthright. It basically goes on kind of a hero's journey and discovers a sword. Basically, like medieval Star Wars, basically. I mean, and yeah, it's basically. Yeah, basically, for Force is kind of ensemble fellowship with different characters to help him out. I mean, and when it came out, it basically kind of it pretty much was a box office. It was a box office bomb when it came out. It actually lost a lot of money. It actually lost Warner Bros. A ton of money. I mean, it also got kind of bad reviews. I mean, it actually isn't actually that bad of a movie, really. I mean, it's actually got some kind of nice stuff. Whenever a character uses Sword Excalibur, it kind of turns into this kind of cool, kind of visual effect where everything like slows down around him. I mean, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, Sword Excalibur actually isn't that bad. I mean, so yeah, pretty cool anyway. Yeah, and also side note, yeah, and also yeah, and Kira for Legend Sword also had a few other little. Yeah, it also had a really long, complicated history. Originally, it was actually supposed to be it originally started as being a remake of John Borman's Excalibur. It was supposed to be made by Brian Singer. Well, around the same time, Warner Bros. Was actually picked up a spec script for a King Arthur project that originally caught the attention of the involvement of Kit Harington as King Arthur and Gary Oldman as Merlin. But that spec script would actually kind of sat on one of our shelves because we were planning on developing a remake of John Borman's Excalibur that Brian Singer was going to direct. Yeah, Brian Singer, the guy behind, Brian Singer, as everyone knows, was the man behind, responsible for the first two X-Men movies, and Superman Returns and a bunch of other movies, but he was going to make his Excalibur remake, but it took forever to get made, and eventually never happened. Then one of us turned their other King for project that at one point was even going to have Colin Farrell and Henry Cavill attached to play Arthur at different points. I believe even Chris Hemsworth was, I think, attached to it at one point as well. But then yeah, and then took forever, and it became King for Legend Sword. So yeah, when it did, it bombed at the box office. I mean, it was meant to be launched for a 6-movie franchise, but I never did. So yeah,